Hello students, today we will be studying part 1 of chapter 4, Network Computing, Discovery, Communication, and Collaboration. Learning Objectives. After studying this lesson, you will be able to number 1, understand the concepts of the internet and the web, their importance, and their capabilities. Number 2, understand the role of intranets, extranets, and corporate portals for organizations. Number 3, identify the various ways in which communication is executed over the internet. 4.1, Network Computing, an overview. An overview of the internet and the web. Many aspects of the way we work and live in the 21st century will be determined by the vast web of electronic networks, which was referred to generally as the information superhighway, but now is usually called the internet. As you know from chapter 1, the internet is a global network of computer networks. It links the computing resources of businesses, government, and educational institutions using a common computer communication protocol, TCP/IP. The World Wide Web. The World Wide Web, or the web, is the most widely used application on the internet. Are the internet and the World Wide Web the same thing? Many people believe that the web is synonymous with the internet, but that is not the case. The internet functions as the transport mechanism, and the web, www or W3, is an application that uses those transport functions. Other applications also run on the internet, with email being the most widely used. The web is a system with universally accepted standards for storing, retrieving, formatting, and displaying information via client-server architecture. The web handles the types or all types of digital information, including text, hypermedia, graphics, and sound. The evolution of commercial applications on the internet. With the commercialization of the internet in the early 1990s, we have seen an explosion of commercial applications. These applications evolved through 4 major phases: presence, e-commerce, collaboration, and integration. Another way to look at the applications of the internet is via the generic categories that they support, as presented next. Internet application categories. The internet supports applications in the following major categories. Number 1, discovery. Discovery involves browsing and information retrieval. It provides customers the ability to view information in databases, download it, and/or process it. Discovery is facilitated by software agents, since the amount of information on the internet and intranets is growing rapidly. Number 2, communication. The internet provides fast and inexpensive communication channels that range from messages posted on online bulletin boards to complex information exchanges among many organizations. It also includes information transfer among computers and via wireline and wireless, and information processing, email, chat groups, and news groups, which are internet chat groups focused on in specific categories of internets or interests, are examples of major communication media. Collaboration. Due to improved communication, electronic collaboration between individuals and or groups and collaboration between organizations are increasing rapidly. Several tools can be used, ranging from screen sharing and teleconferencing to group support systems. Collaboration also includes resource sharing services, which provide access to printers and specialized servers. Several collaboration software products called Groupware and Workflow can be used on the internet and on other networks. The net is also used for education, entertainment, and work. People can access the content of newspapers, magazines, and books. They can download documents and they can do research. They can correspond with friends and family, play games, listen to music, view movies and other cultural events, and even visit many major museums and galleries worldwide. The network computing infrastructure, intranets and extranets. In addition to the internet and the web, there are two major or other major infrastructures of network computing: the intranet and the extranet. The intranet. As discussed in Chapter 2, an intranet is a network designed to serve the internal informational needs of a company using internet concepts and tools. It is a network confined to an organization for its internal use. It provides easy and inexpensive browsing and search capabilities. Intranets also support communication and collaboration. They are frequently connected to the internet, enabling a company to conduct e-commerce activities. Using screen sharing and other groupware tools, intranets can be used to facilitate the work of groups. Companies also publish newsletters and deliver news to their employers via their intranets. Intranets have the power to change organizational structures and procedures to help re-engineer corporations. Intranets are used in all types of organizations, from businesses to healthcare providers to government agencies to educational institutions. Extranets. As discussed in Chapter 2, another type of infrastructure that connects the intranets of different organizations is an extranet. An extranet is an infrastructure that allows secure communications among business partners over the internet. It offers limited accessibility to the intranets of the participating companies, as well as the necessary inter-organizational communications using internet tools. The use of extranets is rapidly increasing due to the large savings in communication costs that can materialize. Extranets enable innovative applications of business-to-business or B2B e-commerce. Finally, extranets are closely related to improve communications along the supply chain. The internet, intranets, and extranets can be used in various ways in a corporate environment in order to gain competitive advantage. The discovery, communication, and collaboration capabilities available at low cost on the internet, intranets, and extranets provide for a large number of useful applications. 4.2 Discovery. The Internet permits users to access information located in databases all over the world. Although only a small portion of organizational data may be accessible to Internet users, even that limited amount is enormous. Many fascinating resources are accessible. The discovery capability can facilitate education, government services, entertainment, and commerce. Discovery is done by browsing and searching data sources on the web. Information can be either static, meaning staying basically unchanged, or dynamic. Dynamic information, such as stock prices or news, is changing constantly. The major problem of discovery is the huge amount of information available. The solution is to use different types of search and other software agents. The role of Internet software agents. A large number of Internet software agents can be used to automate and expedite discovery. Software agents are computer programs that carry out a set of routine computer tasks on behalf of the user, and in so doing employ some sort of knowledge of the user's goals. We examine some of these agents in this section. Search engines, directories, software, and intelligent agents. The amount of information on the web is at least doubling every year. This makes navigating through the web and gaining access to necessary information more and more difficult. Search engines and directories are two fundamentally different types of search facilities available on the web. A search engine, example is Alta Vista or Google, maintains an index of hundreds of millions of web pages and uses that index to find pages that match a set of user-specified keywords. Such indexes are created and updated by software robots called softbots. A directory such as Yahoo or About.com, on the other hand, is a hierarchically organized collection of links to web pages. Directories are compiled manually, unlike indexes which are generated by computers. Search engines and directories often present users with links to thousands or even millions of pages. It is quite difficult to find information of interest from such a large number of links. Therefore, we can use additional tools to refine the search. Most of these helpers use software agents, some of which exhibit intelligent behavior and learning and are called intelligent agents. Four major types of agents available for help in browsing and searching are web browsing assisting agents, FAQ or frequently asked question agents, and indexing agents. Number 1, web browsing assisting agents. Some agents can facilitate browsing by offering the user a tour of the internet. Known as tour guides, they work while the user browses. Number 2, frequently asked questions or FAQ agents. FAQ agents guide people to the answers to frequently asked questions. Number 3, search engines. Another type of discovery agent on the internet traverses the web and performs tasks such as information retrieval and discovery, validating links, and generating statistics. Such agents are called web robots, spiders, and wanderers. Number 4, intelligent indexing agents. Indexing agents can carry out a massive autonomous search of the web on behalf of a user, or more commonly of a search engine like Google, Hotbot, or AltaVista. First, they scan millions of documents and store an index of words found in document titles, keywords, and text. The user can then query the search engine to find documents containing certain keywords. Special indexing agents are being developed for knowledge sharing and knowledge acquisition in large databases and documents. Meta search engines integrate the findings of the various search engines to answer queries posted by the users. Internet-based web mining. The term data mining refers to sophisticated analysis techniques for sifting through large amounts of information. Data mining permits new patterns and relationships to be discovered through the use of software that can do much of the mining process. Software agents are key tools in discovering previously unknown relationships, especially in complex data structures. Query and reporting tools, on the other hand, demand the predefined database structure and are most valuable when asking specific questions to confirm hypotheses. Toolbars. To get the most out of search engines, you may use add-on toolbars and special software. Some are attached to the popular search engines, others are independent, most are free. Examples are Google Toolbar, Copernic Agent Basic, Car2, Yahoo Companion, and Groker. Discovery of material in foreign languages. There is a huge amount of information on the internet in languages that you may not know. Some of this is vendors' information intended for global reach. Asking human translators for help is expensive and slow. What really is needed is an automatic translation of web pages. Such translation is available to and from all major languages, and its quality is improving with time. We distinguish between real-time translation, which is offered by browsers like Netscape, and delayed translation, which is offered by many others. Information and corporate portals. With the growing use of intranets and the internet, many organizations encounter information overload at a number of different levels. Information is scattered across numerous documents, email messages, and database at different locations and systems. Finding relevant and accurate information is often time-consuming and may require access to multiple systems. As a consequence, organizations lose a lot of productive employee time. One solution to this problem is to use portals. A portal is a web-based personalized gateway to information and knowledge in network computing. It attempts to address information overload through an intranet-based environment to search and access relevant information from disparate IT systems and the internet using advanced search and indexing techniques. A portal is the one screen from which we do all our work on the web. In general, portals are referred to as information portals. Information portals. An information portal is a single point of access through a web browser to critical business information located inside and outside of an organization, and it can be personalized for each user. One way to distinguish among portals is to look at their content, which can vary from narrow to broad, and their community or audience, which can also vary. We distinguish 7 types of portals described below. Letter A, commercial or public portals. They offer content for diverse communities and are the most popular portals on the internet. Letter B, publishing portals are intended for communities with specific interests. These portals involve relatively little customization of content, but they provide extensive online search and some interactive capabilities. Letter C. Personal portals target specific filtered information for individuals. Letter D. Affinity portals support communities such as hobby groups or a political party. Letter E. Mobile portals are portals accessible from mobile devices. Letter F. Voice portals are web portals with audio interfaces which enables them to be accessed by a standard or cell phone. Letter G. Corporate portals coordinate rich content within relatively narrow corporate and partners communities. CUNADIS defines a corporate portal as a personalized single point of access through a web browser to critical information or critical business information located inside and outside of an organization. They are also known as enterprise portals or enterprise information portals. Applications of corporate portals. According to a survey by the Delphi Group, over 55% of its 800 respondents had begun corporate portal projects, with about 42% of them conducting the projects at the enterprise-wide level. The top portal applications cited in the study, in decreasing order of importance, were knowledge bases and learning tools, business process support, customer-facing sales, marketing and service, collaboration and project support, access to data from disparate corporate systems, internal company information, policies and procedures, best practices and lessons learned, human resources and benefits, directories and bulletin boards, identification of subject matter experts, and news and internet access. Integration of portals. Many organizations are creating several corporate portals. While in some cases, these portals are completely independent of each other. In other cases, they are interrelated. Industry-wide communication networks, portals. In addition to single company portals, there are also portals for entire industries. Thanks to the internet, entire industries can now create communication networks or portals. An example is chaindrugstore.net, which links retailers and product manufacturers and provides product and industry news and recall and promotional information. The site was created in 2001 by the National Association of Chain Drug Stores. The objective is to facilitate the rapid exchange of needed information. 4.3 Communication. Communication is an interpersonal process of sending and receiving symbols with messages attached to them. Through communication, people exchange and share information as well as influence and understand each other. Most managers spend as much as 90% of their time communicating. Managers serve as nerve centers in the information processing networks called organizations, where they collect, distribute, and process information continuously. Since poor communication can mean poor management, managers must communicate effectively among themselves and with others, both inside and outside of organizations. Information technologies have come to play a major role in providing communication support for organizations. Factors determining the uses of information technologies for communication. Several factors determine the IT technologies that could be used to provide communication support to a specific organization or group of users. The major ones are the following. Number 1, participants. The number of people sending and receiving information can range from 2 to many thousands. Number 2, nature of sources and destinations. Sources and destinations of information can include people, databases, sensors, and so on. Media. Communication can involve one or several IT-supported media such as text, voice, graphics, radio, pictures, and animation. Number 4, place or location. The senders and receivers can be in the same room, in different rooms, at the same location, or at different locations. Number 5, time. Messages can be sent at a certain time and received almost simultaneously. Letter A, such synchronous or real-time communication is provided by telephones, instant messaging online, teleconferencing, and face-to-face meetings. Letter B, asynchronous communication, on the other hand, refers to communication in which the receiver gets an answer sometime after a request was sent. Email and bulletin boards are examples. A time-place framework. The last two factors in the preceding list, place and time, were used by De Sanctis and Galuppi to create a framework for classifying IT communication and collaboration support technologies. According to time-place framework, IT communication is divided into 4 cells, as shown in figure 4.6, with a representative technology in each cell. The time-place cells are as follows. Number 1, same time, same place. In this setting, participants meet face-to-face in one place and at the same time. An example is communication in a meeting room, which can be electronically supported by group systems. Number 2, same time, different place. This setting refers to a meeting whose participants are in different places but communicate at the same time. A telephone conference call, desktop video conferencing, chat rooms, and instant messaging are examples of such situations. Number 3, different time, same place. This setting can materialize when people work in shifts. The first shift leaves electronic or voice messages for the second shift. Number 4, different time, different place. In this setting, participants are in different places and they send and or receive messages, for example, via the internet at different times. And that wraps up our study of Part 1 of Chapter 4, Network Computing, Discovery, Communication, and Collaboration. Thank you for joining me in this presentation. I hope you learned a lot in our lesson for today. God bless you and may you have a good day.